Kobayashi Ichiro's face suddenly turned black. He is the vice chairman of Kobayashi Pharmaceutical. This company was founded by his father. He naturally knew the details. The reason why Kobayashi Pharmaceutical has grown to today's scale is entirely based on the prescriptions recorded in the ancient Chinese pharmacopoeia. The Japanese themselves are good at making packaging, so they took ancient Chinese prescriptions and packaged them to a certain extent, and publicized that they had spent a lot of money to research new results. With good curative effects, they immediately opened the market. However, Kobayashi Pharmaceutical was unwilling to admit that their drug formula had plagiarized the ancient Chinese pharmacopoeia. For this reason, Tianqi has been very dissatisfied but has never found a chance to protest. Unexpectedly, he saw Kobayashi Ichiro here today, so he naturally wanted to seek justice for traditional medicine. Ichiro Kobayashi did not expect Tianqi to accurately state the origin of the prescriptions of his 3 medicines. For fear that Tianqi would actually publish a paper, he hurriedly said, "Tianqi, thesis or something, is it unnecessary? I just thought. Find you to cooperate with new medicine. If you agree, we will cooperate. If you do not agree, we will not cooperate. Why hurt harmony?" Tianqi said seriously, "Since you deny that you have plagiarized Hanfang, then I have nothing to do with you, goodbye." After speaking, Tianqi said again, "By the way, I will definitely write the thesis." Ichiro Kobayashi gritted his teeth and looked at Tianqi. After a while, he still held back his anger, nodded and said, "Well, since the genius Dr. Tianqi is unwilling to cooperate, then I won't force it." Then, he asked, "I don't need the prescription. Can you sell me a medicine? I'm willing to pay 50 million. My father suffered a car accident the year before and was lying in bed with paraplegia at a high position. I really hope to cure him." The price of 50 million frightened Tianqi. Tianqi glanced at Charlie. After all, this was Charlie's magic medicine. If he was willing to sell one piece to Kobayashi Ichiro for 50 million, then he would be a match for Mr. Wade. However, Charlie waved his hand quietly at him. He doesn't care about 50 million, let alone sell the medicine to someone who plagiarizes traditional medicine for 50 million. Seeing Charlie wave his hand, Tianqi immediately said to Kobayashi Ichiro, "Sorry, Mr. Kobayashi, the medicine has been used up. There will be no more." Ichiro Kobayashi gritted his teeth, nodded gloomily, and said, "Okay, genius doctors, I know. I don't want to force everyone to have aspirations. We will have a period later. After that, turn around," and left. Charlie said to Tianqi at this time, "This Japanese seems a bit insidious. If he thinks you really have a prescription for high paraplegia, then you must be more careful. After all, once this magical medicine is produced, can earn huge wealth in the world." There was a movie before, called I Am Not a God of Medicine. It was about a Chinese leukemia patient. Because he couldn't afford the extremely expensive medicines in the West, he could only go to India to buy imitations. Through this movie, you can see how black-hearted a large pharmaceutical group is to make money. When a drug is developed, a patient needs to spend at least 20,000 to 30,000 a month to afford it. Isn't this a deadly rhythm? Kobayashi Pharmaceutical also wanted to get a few special drugs that could be sold at a high price, so they set their sights on Tianqi. Ichiro Kobayashi felt that if he could treat high paraplegia, it would be equivalent to having a powerful tool for collecting money. A person with high paraplegia cannot get out of bed, walk, or even urinate and defecate voluntarily. This feeling that life is better than death will cause them and their families to be tortured. If a billionaire has high paraplegia, he will receive 50 million for medicine, and he will take it out willingly. If a billionaire like Bill Gates had high paraplegia, he would give him 50 billion for a medicine. As for the poor paraplegics, he doesn't bother to care about their life and death. What does it have to do with him? Want to buy medicine cheaply? Impossible. However, Ichiro Kobayashi did not expect that Tianchi would refuse so simply, which made him feel a little angry. However, he didn't care, because he had already inquired about before. Tianchi should have the kind of magic medicine to cure high paraplegia. I just need to find a way to get the magic medicine, and then bring it back to Japan. Let the company's pharmacists study the ingredients in the magic medicine, and it should be imitated soon. Tianchi also knew what Kobayashi Ichiro was thinking. In the face of such a huge benefit, this guy would never give up so easily, and would definitely look for other ways. So he said to Charlie, "Mr. Wade, please rest assured, I will be cautious." Charlie said earnestly, "It's useless to be cautious. You have to understand the truth that everyone is innocent and guilty." Tianchi hurriedly asked, "Mr. Wade, what should I do then? The medicine you gave me later is also carried on my body. If they were snatched away, then—" Charlie smiled slightly and said, "I will temporarily refine a few pills for you later. You carry them with you. If someone snatches them, give him the pills." In Charlie's memory, that kind of pill is actually a kind of poison. The patient will get a great recovery in a short time after taking it, but it is only fake. Immediately after that, he would exhaust the last energy of his whole body and die suddenly. This Kobayashi Ichiro's father doesn't know if he is really paraplegic, but he can set up a set for him. If he really plots against this magical medicine, then he will be out of luck.